Can you trade? You don't know how many years I've been asked this question. I've been literally the entire time I've been building bots, showing everything. At least once a day, I get the question of, can I run bots on prop firms? And now I have the answer. So I will present that to you someday. And thanks for being here if you saw everything today to see why or what answer, what prop firms work. Again, I'll put that in the, I'll shelf that and I'll release it sometime, someday. I do need to make an ending for that. Other thing I was working on. 100% clear. You are not the problem. You're just approaching trading the old way. There's a new way, and it's with AI. You can literally have AI do the hard part of trading, which is removing all of your emotions and trading while you're living your actual life. And AI is not the future. You can see here, I have AI cooking for me all day long. AI is not the future, AI is now when it comes to trading. If you don't start using AI for your trading, you're going to get left behind, but it's not too late. AI has absolutely flipped the trading world upside down. With it today in a bot, no, I'm not too familiar. I've heard like Gex tools and stuff, and I think that has something to do with options. I don't fully understand it though, so that's a good question. Can you go ahead and describe how GEX is used in options? I've heard of multiple options traders talk about Gex tools, and I'm just very curious how it's used. Of course, like break this down for me, thank you. Like nice and, you know, simply termed, so I can understand it, you know? So I can understand it, bro. So I can understand it. Thank you. All right, so we got our two agents up here going, one down here. Beautiful. I'm keeping my eye out here for this whale that keeps popping in and out. I wonder if he's actually buying 100 and then out. Is he just trading quickly or what's going on? SOS Grupo Frontera. Which ones are longs and which ones are short positions? The shorts are up top here and the longs are down below. I want to learn about this Gex tool that these traders are talking about. Gex means gamma exposure. It is a guess at how many shares the option dealers must buy or sell just to stay hedged. Okay, I see why that's interesting, because if they have to buy them to stay hedged, the setup, market makers sell options to traders like you. They do not want to bet on direction, so they offset every option with stock. Okay, I can see it. I can see it already. I can see why this is useful. As price moves, the right amount of stock changes, so they must keep buying or selling. That force flow hits the market. Two words, delta. How much an option moves when the stock moves $1. Gamma, how fast the delta changes. Gamma is the speed of the change. Gamma is why hedging never stops. So market makers always have to hedge. They never want to be in a naked long or short. So they're, I guess the Gex allows you to kind of see how much they need to buy or sell. So gamma is why hedging never stops. Price moves, delta changes, dealers must trade again. The whole idea in two states: dealers long gamma, positive Gex. They must sell when price goes up and buy when price goes down. That is a shock absorber. And the crazy part about this, dude, is it took me forever to write my first back test by hand. And now we're at this place where agents can go ahead and do anything. It's just, what are you doing with agents? I still haven't seen many better use cases than this RBI agent. And I built this a long time ago, and I'm just making it better and better because Jim Simons, the $31 billion algo trader who I'm following, says I got to make my systems better and better because that's what everybody else is going to do. This is where we go ahead and optimize it. It tries to close the gap here. So if it's not quite at the place we want it to be, it goes ahead and optimizes it. This is the bug branch here. And these are the 5 different threads, and that's all of the code. You have my RBI agent. You know that researching is important. Come up with great ideas and then back test those ideas to see if they're trash or not. If they're trash, get them out of here. If they're not trash, okay, incubate them. Don't put $10,000 in there like I did. Put $10, see if it works in the future. If it does, scale it up. Find something fun to do and you'll do it forever. Okay, let's get that key for you. HL node. I've got the AIs trading against each other and they're all getting absolutely smoked. Who's getting least smoked? It's Google. They're getting the least smoked. They have a balance of 92. They started at 100. The loser is DeepSeek. Ironically, they have a hedge fund. Holy helly, can AI trade for you? Well, maybe not this way, but I'll show you another way if you stick around for today. I got the key coming through. When you come to the Zoom here, you're gonna get a bunch of cool stuff. If you go to moondav.com now, it's gonna say, hey, I just made this community here instead. Okay, daily Zoom calls, I can post them in there easily. The AI trading masterclass, you get the replays of the daily Zooms, you get the Moondav API key, you get the Moondav AI, and you get the Moondav app. There's a link in the description. Let's get it. I got the key coming through for you, bro. I got the key coming through. Key is coming through, dude. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. API key coming soon. API key on the way. The API key, what does it do? It allows you to have access to the Moondav API that's on moondav.com/docs. Okay, that's nice. You can see I'm out of cash here on my Solana bot, so let's go ahead and fund that up real quick. How do I do that? That's a good question, bro. Well, let's go to SoulScan here. SoulScan. I gotta figure out what my addy is. It ends in sin. Moondav.soul. Copy the clipboard. Okay. The key is cooking for you, bro. I spent 10 G's on my first bot. I just deployed it. I thought just because I know how to code, I can be a billionaire. And that's just not true. You actually have to have ideas. I went straight live with the money. But that led me to a place that I'm 6 years in now, and I have a framework that works for me, and I can show you everything along the way. Essentially, the framework is this. It starts with an R.